problem. WAEC question number 5, 222. Given that m equals to tan 30 degrees and n equals to tan 45 degrees, simplify m minus n all over mn, leaving the answer in the form p minus sub q. So this question is taken from WAEC 222, theory number 5. Let's see how we can solve it. Number one, before we can solve this, we must be conversant with trigonometric ratios. Number one, we see SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA. So SOHCAHTOA means sine theta equals to opposite over adjacent over hypotenuse. Opposite over hypotenuse. We still have cos theta. Cos theta is equals to adjacent over hypotenuse. And tan theta, equals to opposite over adjacent. So this is known as trigonometric ratios. So sine ratio, opposite over hypotenuse. Cos ratio, adjacent over hypotenuse. Tan ratio, opposite over adjacent. But before we solve this problem, we will look at what is known as spatial angles. Spatial angles. So let's solve using equilateral triangle, a triangle that has all the three angles equal and all the sides being equal. So we have here right angle, right angle. So this is 30 degrees. Here is 30 degrees. Here is 60. Here is 60. Therefore, here is sub 3. So 1, 1. Therefore, if you want to get tan 30 is equals to opposite. Opposite is 1. Then adjacent is sub 3. Therefore, tan 30 is equivalent of 1 over sub 3. Then likewise, we want to get n. And that is equivalent as we will use isosceles triangle to get n. Isosceles triangle where two sides are equal. So we have sub 2, 1, and 1. So they are known as spatial angles. So instead of going to look for the angles in the log table, so we use the sort form. So therefore, we now have tan 45. Tan 45 is equals to opposite over adjacent, which is 1. So now we are going to substitute these values from the question given to us. So we work like this. We now have a solution. So we have m minus n divided by mn, which is equals to m, as we have seen, is 1 over sub 3 minus 1 divided by m is still 1 over sub 3 minus that is multiplied by 1. So we now go ahead to resolve. We resolve in this way. Already, when we rationalize 1 over sub 3, we will now have 1 over sub 3 by rationalization. We have sub 3 over sub 3, which will give us sub 3 over 3. Therefore, we have sub 3 over 3 minus 1. All over the denominator is still giving us a sub 3 over 3. So it's just like having fraction upon fraction. So let's take the numerator first. The numerator will now be sub 3 over 3 minus 1 over 1. So LCM there is 3. 3 divides 3, 1. 1 times sod 3 will give us sod 3. 1 divides 3, 3. 1 times 3 will have 3. Therefore, the summary of the numerator is sod 3 minus 3 all over 3. Then the denominator, we have seen the denominator now is as well as having sod 3 over 3. So we will now have fraction versus fraction, fraction versus fraction. And from the basic, we know that when we have fraction upon fraction, we resolve in this way: sod 3 minus 3 divided by 3. Then the denominator will be turned upside down. So we now put multiplication. Instead of writing sod 3 over 3, we now write 3 over sod 3. Therefore, we can go straight to say 3 cancel 3. We'll be left out by sod 3 minus 3 divided by sod 3. Therefore, we rationalize again by saying times sod 3 over sod 3. So sod 3 times sod 3 will give us 3 minus 3 times sod 3 will give us 3 sod 3 all over sod 3 times sod 3 will give us 3. Therefore, we factorize. We have what they have in common is 3. By factorization, we bring 3 and 3. So in the bracket, here is 1 minus what remains here is sod 3, all divided by 3. Therefore, if I still say, if I repeat by saying 3 times 3, I will have 3. 3 times sod 3, I will have 3 sod 3. Therefore, I will cancel to have 3 times 3. My final answer become 1 minus sod 3. So in that question, it means from the question asked, what it means is that our P is equals to 1 and our Q is equals to 3. So that is the final answer. The final answer is 1 minus sod 3. This is Brain Refinery online mass tutorial. So share, like, and consult for a further information regarding to mathematics. Bye bye.